before I address the prompts, I intend to address these diagrams at the bottom, starting with the active element. Because active elements supply power, their calculation of power is negative. Also, generally, current enters into them through the negative terminal and out of them through the positive terminal. Conversely, because passive elements absorb power, their power calculation is positive, and the current enters into them through the positive terminal and out through the negative terminal. Starting with prompt A, 1 ampere of current flows into the negative terminal of an element with 1 volt across it. What is the power of the element, and is it an active or passive component? Referring to the active element diagram, you will notice that current enters it through the negative terminal. Therefore, this is an active element. And because it's an active element, its power calculation will be positive, and power equals V multiplied by I, which is 1 ampere multiplied by 1 volt. Therefore, in this case, the power will be a negative 1 watt. Prompt B, 1 ampere of current flows out of the positive terminal of an element with 1 volt across it. What is the power of the element, and is it an active or passive component? Again, if the current is flowing out through the positive terminal, it is an active element. Therefore, its power calculation will be negative. And still, 1 ampere is flowing through it, and the voltage across it is 1 volt. Therefore, the power again is negative 1 watt. Prompt C, 1 ampere of current flows into the positive terminal of an element with 1 volt across it. What is the power of the element, and is it an active or passive component? In passive components, the current flows into them through the positive terminal. Therefore, this is a passive component. And still, it's 1 ampere of current and 1 volt. Therefore, the power equals 1 watt, positive because it's a passive element. And finally, prompt D, 1 ampere of current flows out of the negative terminal of an element with 1 volt across it. What is the power, and is it an active or passive component? In passive components, the current flows out through the negative terminal, and the power calculation is positive. Therefore, the power is a positive 1 watt again.